Mayhew was wide-ranging in his questions to the people he met, but usually started his conversations by seeking everyday details of trade.
Times is bad, sir. It's a deadish time. I don't do so well at present as in middleish times, I think. When I served the Prince of Naples, not far from here, I did better and times was better. That was 5 years ago, but I can't say to a year or two. He was a good customer, and very fond of peaches. I used to sell them to him at 12 shillings the plasket when they was new. The plasket held a dozen and cost me 6 shillings at Covent Gardens. More sometimes, but I didn't charge him more when they did. His footman was a black man. And an ignorant man quite. And his housekeeper, she was an Englishwoman. He was the Prince of Naples was my customer. Not that I know what he was like, for I never saw him. But I heard he was the brother of the King of Naples.
Mayhew asked him if he knew the whereabouts of Naples.
I can't say where Naples is, but if you ask at Euston Square, they'll tell you the fare there and the time to go in. Maybe in France, for anything I know, of Naples. Or Ireland. When you ask at the square, I went to Croydon once by rail and slept the whole way without stirring, and so you made to Naples, for anything I know.
And did he know that the Pope was a neighbour of the King of Naples?
What? Do you mean living next door to him? But I don't know nothing about the King of Naples, only the Prince. I don't know what the Pope is. Is he any trade? It's nothing to me when he's no customer of mine. I ain't got nothing to say about nobody that ain't no customer.
Mayhew asked him where he bought his merchandise.
Well, these crabs he's caught in the sea, of course. I'll get some at Billingsgate. I never saw the sea, but it's salt water, I know. I can't say whereabouts it lays. It's all in the hands of the Billingsgate salesman, all of it. I've heard of shipwrecks at sea. Caused by drowning, of course. I never heard of the Prince of Naples was ever at sea. I'm not to talk about him. I mean, such a customer when he lived near here. Well, he fond of peaches. Not that I ever saw him, you understand. That black footman of his, he would take the plasket, bring me the money. Did I tell you how much? 12 shillings for peaches, what cost me 6.
Had he ever been in France?
I was never in France, so no, sir, never. I don't know the way.
What hours did he work?
Well, I worked these streets and courts at all times. I worked them by moonlight, not that you could see the moonlight where it was busy.
How far off did he think the moon was?
I couldn't say how far the moon is, officer. It's nothing to me. But I've seen it a good bit higher than St. Paul's.
And the sun?
I don't know nothing about the sun, what you ask? It must be nearer than the moon, for it's warmer. And if they're both fire, well, that shows it. It's like the tap room grate and that bit of gaslight to compare the two is.
And did he know what sort of building St. Paul's was?
Church, sir, so I've heard. I was never in a church.
But he'd heard of God, presumably.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of God. He made heaven and the earth.
And the sea?
I never heard as he made the sea. That's another thing you best learn about that at Billingsgate. God Almighty made the world, and the poor bricklayers, labourers built the houses afterwards, that's my opinion. But I can't say, for I was never in no school. Only always hard at work and know nothing about it.
But he knew about Jesus Christ, our Redeemer.
Jesus Christ? Yeah, I've heard of him. Redeemer. I only wish I could redeem me Sunday dogs from me uncle.